That's more than I would use on a week's worth of laundry detergent. I got 4 boys living in my house.
Parents are supposed to safeguard their children, but when children are the ones forced to protect themselves from harm, it reveals the heartbreaking reality of neglect and failure. Just like the mother in this case, who had the audacity to blatantly lie despite all the evidence stacked against her. A 9-year-old boy called the police after discovering his mom's stash in their Nevada home. When officers arrived, what unfolded was far beyond anyone's expectations.
How are you? Well, thank you. So, we were called to come check on your son.
Okay, yeah, he's on my phone in the bathroom for like an hour.
Can I come in and talk to you?
Sure, yes. What is going on?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what that is.
Well, you just handed it to me.
Okay, I don't know.
The child's mother was identified as Kendra Long, who had a prior history of drug abuse.
So this is your child?
This is my baby. Yes, he's in the bathroom for an hour.
Okay.
Literally an hour.
Who else home with you?
Me and him.
All right.
That's it.
Why are you sweating?
I'm sweating? I'm not sweating.
You look sweating.
No, I'm
Make sure you were
cream
in
on
by
my
yourself.
face. No, I'm freaking out right now.
So there was other people here earlier. They left.
There's no other people here earlier. My friend Kristen saw by.
So this is your house?
My house.
So you're,
Well, I don't know why you're here.
Well, do you have an ex-boyfriend or ex-husband? Baby daddy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. He called because he wanted us to check on your son. He was concerned that there was some stuff going on, that he was FaceTiming your ex. What's his name?
My ex-husband? Tony.
Tony. He was FaceTiming Tony. He was concerned about his welfare.
There's nobody here.
Well, you're here.
Yeah, no, but what was the concern is what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I guess when he was on FaceTime with Tony, he was showing Tony this stuff that he found in the house.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, I don't either.
Well, I don't even know what is happening. I know that my kid went in the bathroom for an hour, and I've been like, what's wrong? We were having a popsicle.
The fact that she had a history raised serious concerns about the situation, as her past struggles painted a troubling picture and added weight to the unfolding events.
And there was nobody else home? Nobody else is
Nobody
here?
else here.
So all this stuff in this house is yours?
It was all my, yeah.
So everything in the house is yours?
Well, this is my house.
Okay. And this is in your
Well,
house?
Kristen was here earlier.
Who's Kristen?
My girlfriend. She came by.
Okay.
She's house sitting up the street for our regional manager.
Right.
We're in property management. She has a baby kitten, watching the kitten.
So how is your relationship with Tony?
That's never been good, no.
Yeah. Were you guys ever married? How long were you guys married for?
5.
When confronted about the found in the Ziploc bag, Long blatantly refused to acknowledge any knowledge of them, maintaining her innocence despite the evidence.
We don't have to do drugs to have drugs in the house.
I don't even know what that is, you guys. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what is happening right now, you guys.
I mean, 100%. Like I said, why we're here, Tony was, what's his name again? He was FaceTiming Tony. He was concerned. He was scared. He said, I found this in the house. I think it's drugs. So Tony calls us to come and check on Austin, your kid.
I don't know what it is or where he found it.
I don't either.
I don't either, okay?
I get it. And like I said, that's why we're here.
The officer then took down Long's information, while another officer on the scene went to speak with her son, who was clearly shaken up by the entire situation.
What did you find inside the house that made you scared? Okay. Do you know what drugs look like?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So where were the at?
Underneath the nightstand.
Underneath the nightstand? Okay. Gotcha. Do you ever seen anything like that here before?
No.
No? Okay. So where are those at right now? There nobody inside's in trouble for anything. I just need to try to figure out what's going on.
I see him that I was with us.
Okay, and who was that?
An officer to the right.
Okay, so you gave them, the officer, some stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Long's son then told the officer he believed the drugs had been deliberately planted inside the house by one of his mom's friends.
So is there like a lot of people that come and go in and out of the house?
Only people that I know that come to the house are some of her friends, and that's really it.
Okay. Do you think somebody might have dropped something off, or it was somebody else's that they accidentally left here?
I think they dropped something off on an accident.
You think they dropped some off an accident?
No, not on accident, on purpose.
Okay.
The fact that he even remotely knew what was in that bag shows that this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
How long have you guys lived in the house here?
About 2 years.
About 2 years. Who lives in the house here with you?
Just me and my mom.
So it's you and your real mom, your biological mom?
Yes.
Okay. And you and your mom are the only two people that are here right now?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Any idea who do you think left the stuff here?
Her friend, which his nickname is Poncho, but his real name is Alfonso.
Okay. And is Alfonso kind of a mean guy, or is he pretty nice, or?
I don't see him too much, but just one of those people where you look at him and you know it, and he's always weird around me.
Okay.
It's the only person I can think of.
Has he ever threatened you or hurt you or anything
No.
like that?
No.
He just acts kind of weird. And is he
Yeah.
just a friend to your mom, or are they?
He's a friend.
Okay.
That's all I know.
And she just kind of shows up every once in a while,
Yeah, I've only seen him about once or twice.
and you think he dropped the stuff off?
Yes.
The officer speaking to Long then stepped outside to talk to her son. But when the officer asked a question, the boy suddenly broke into tears.
So you got scared tonight. You called your dad. You found this stuff, right? Where did you find it at?
Under the nightstand.
On accident?
Yeah,
Where was it at?
under the nightstand.
What's that?
Under the nightstand.
Under her nightstand. So that would be in the bedroom that she sleeps in?
Yeah.
And how did you recognize that? Like, what did you think when you saw it?
I just saw a couple bags. I was curious. Pull it out, and then that's when I knew what it was.
Yeah, from like TV and stuff.
What?
Like you thought like maybe it was drugs from like
Yeah.
TV and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And you got scared and you called your dad.
Yeah.
And what did he say? Call the police.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you did the right thing. I know you don't want to get anybody in trouble, and we're here to make sure everybody's safe, and that you're safe and your mom's safe, and you know. Yeah, I guess your dad, he's gonna come here and check on you, okay?
As one of the officers delved deeper into the boy's relationship with his mom, the child began to open up about past issues he'd experienced with her.
Your dad said he's going to put you up
No,
for adoption.
my mom.
Your mom? Have you told your dad that?
Yes.
And what did your dad say when you told him?
He was kind of getting mad of how she's like doing stuff like this.
Uh-huh. Okay. Have you told your dad about the other stuff that she's
Yes.
done, the physical abuse back in the day?
Yeah.
And what was his reaction? What did he say?
Mad, and then combination of like concerned and
Uh-huh.
like lots of sad feelings.
Okay. Have you ever talked to police officers about that stuff that's happened?
Not really everything.
One of the officers called his supervisor to provide an update on the situation, emphasizing just how large the bag of drugs was.
I've been kind of hearing about some possible physical abuse in the past by mom from, you know, and then he's basically because he wants to be with dad more. But you know how those situations can sometimes be coached, you know. Yeah, PCS, possession of controlled substance. It's not a package for individual sale or anything, but it's a large amount, like enough that we're thinking about maybe calling our narcs to come out and look at it. It's like one of my top 5, you know, in my 20-year career of meth hauls.
Back inside the house, Long insinuated that her son may have been coached by her ex-husband to say negative things about her, further complicating the situation.
I don't even know what your son has said. I've been in here with you and Officer Engel and Officer Hanson the whole time. So it's not like I'm sitting here listening, trying to figure that out. I know you kind of try and keep listening, which is understandable. But it's interesting
Because
that
he was coached so severely that it was all in the trial and everything.
That was going to be my next line of questioning. Do you think he's ever been coached?
It was robotically, it was literally word for word.
Because he just started volunteering all kinds of information that I wasn't asking him about. And I asked him, I go, has your dad ever told you to say things about your mom that weren't true? And he straight said no, absolutely not. Very direct, almost like he was anticipating that was going to be my next question.
At this point, the officers clearly knew she was guilty, but allowed her to continue talking, hoping to gather more information that could strengthen their case.
I don't know what this is all, like, next, I'm bringing this whole court thing up because of, when that was going on, there were things that, like, were, said about me, him home in his backpack, and stuff like that. Whatever this thing is, I'm completely, I don't even know what this is or what it's about, but I'm having a heart attack now thinking about this court thing, if that's what it's stirring up again, that's what I'm trying to say.
Do you think your ex-husband would attempt to set you up
Oh,
to win full custody of Austin?
Oh, but that's what the objective was then. Now, I didn't think we had anything going on, but he has been short on the last 2 months payment. I don't know what his situation is, but that's something to mention, I guess. I didn't think we were at this point again, but I don't know. If that's what's happening, then that's what's happening. I mean, do I need to get like my lawyer or whatever? I mean, what do I need to do with that?
I mean, you already have a lawyer for your previous divorce proceedings and custody issues, everything else, is that correct?
No, it's been all dropped and done with. We're not finished with everything.
Has anything happened in his dad's life that would
Yes,
change and make him want to have
financially.
Austin back? So I think maybe financially, so he doesn't have to make payments to you for child support. He would try to get Austin back.
Brand new babies over there with a new wife, and I just know that he's court ordered to pay my child support. That's all I know. I don't talk to him. I don't know him on a personal level. I know that he just has 2 new babies.
Gotcha.
By this time, Long's ex-husband and the kid's father arrived at the home.
Then eventually we got here. When they opened the door, they were standing, like he was in front, she was in back, and he literally just hands me. I'm just amazed she didn't try to take it from him or do anything. I mean, I was startled that she just allowed it. I mean, not that I think it's great, because this is great evidence.
Not open bag like that?
Yeah, like they were standing right next to each other, and he just hands it to me, which, God forbid if it was fentanyl or something crazy with...
After speaking with the boy, the officers head back inside, where Long appears confused, wondering why the police were called in the first place.
Explain to me the situation of what's going on.
Explain the situation of what happened tonight.
Yeah.
I don't really know. We're in the middle of a normal night, and then he asked for my phone, goes into the restroom, asked to play a video, and locks the door behind him, and is in there for a long time. Next thing I know, I hear Tony's voice on the phone, and I'm like, "Are you coming out?" And I'm jiggling the doorknob. This goes on for quite a while.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about anything until he knocked on the door.
Right. But you guys came down to the door together, because you guys were right next to each other.
No.
When the door
He
opened.
I heard the knock at the door, and then I heard the bathroom door open. I've been sitting here on the stairs, like, "Are you coming out? Are you coming
Right.
out?" I'm like, "Are we going to sleep on the floor?" I'm like playing a game with him, kind of, but I'm like, "What?" I don't. So then he comes running out. I heard you guys at the door, and we were right there together.
So you didn't see that he had that in his hand?
No, I don't even know what this is. I don't know anything about it, what is happening.
So what we're going to do, obviously, we're going to test it and make sure to discover what it is.
Okay.
Instead of owning up to it, she continued to lie and dodge the questions. However, she could only keep up the act for so long before the truth started to surface.
I mean, to me, it looks probably like methamphetamine, you know.
What is that?
You know what meth is.
Like speed or whatever. Like, I mean,
Come on.
What happens?
Everybody knows what meth is. You watch Breaking Bad. I mean, Jesus.
I have never seen Breaking Bad.
Well, you should. But let's just be really honest. Okay, so it's not good that this stuff was in the house with wherever it was, whatever it is. Let's say it's illegal narcotics. It's terrible that a 9-year-old can find that and have access to it and know that what it is to call the police and have us come out here and check on you and him. To be honest, yeah, you're in some trouble. You know,
what?
you're in some trouble.
I'm in trouble?
Yeah, you're in some trouble. In honesty,
I'm in trouble?
well, yeah, I mean, from our point of view, the door opens and hands me what could be a couple ounces of methamphetamine
First of all, I
that came from your house.
I'm freaking out right now.
100%. Now, Kendra, I talked to CPS before I talked to you. I guess they talked to you back in December.
Yes.
And there's been 3 cases.
Yes, there's been
Okay,
a lot, yeah.
we're talking like normal people. And the case back then that they investigated, that was unsubstantiated, was possible use of illegal narcotics that they were investigating.
Despite her history of drug abuse and the mounting evidence against her, including the drug custody, Long continued to deny any involvement, sticking to her story that she had no knowledge of the narcotics in her home.
My thing with you is, honesty is not going to get you out of some of the trouble that you're in tonight. However, if you wanted to start being realistic with us and be like, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what it is, I want to get some help, and I want you guys to help me. Maybe, hold on, Kendra. Maybe there's some avenues we can work with you to assist you a little bit on mitigating the circumstances that you're into tonight.
What do you mean by help? Like, I don't understand
Well,
what you're talking about here.
if what we have in your house is, that's a pretty large amount of methamphetamine.
I don't know what you're, like, honestly, I've been
So-
sitting here talking to the other one this whole time,
Right.
and I don't have any idea what this is.
So would you be willing to take a urine test?
I'm not willing to do anything. I have a
I was just
trial-
asking you.
No.
So you wouldn't be willing to do a urine test tonight
No, nothing.
for any
because of-
like amphetamine?
I'm not willing to do anything right now because my ex-husband put so many.
But if you're clean, it's going to help your case, though.
Long maintained that she had no idea the drugs were in her home, but still refused to take a drug test, raising further suspicion. Despite her claims of innocence, her refusal only added to the doubts surrounding her involvement.
Yeah, that's a lot of meth. Wow.
Yes, let's just pack it back there. Yeah, it won't get some, let's just put it back to the station too. Right.
That's more than I would use on a week's worth of laundry detergent. I got 4 boys living in my house.
Once the contents of the Ziploc bags were confirmed to be narcotics, the police read Long her Miranda rights, which seemed to catch her off guard.
So just because we've been here for a while now and we've restricted your movement, that you do have the right to remain silent.
Me?
Uh-huh. If you give up that right, you can say anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law.
Hold on.
I just want to read this to you. Since we're restricting your movement, you're not allowing you to go upstairs. You have the right to speak with an attorney for any questioning and have an attorney present while you answer any questions. If you cannot afford an attorney, will be appointed and provided at no cost. You can decide to answer any questions now or may stop at any time and ask to speak with an attorney before any question continues. If you decide to stop answering questions once you've all begun, all questions will be stopped. You understand all that? Basically, don't talk to us. And if you do, it will be used against you in a court of law. So, we're kind of pretty much done. I just wanted to run the thing by you again. That's news to you. That whole bag of white powdery substance is like not yours.
Not mine, not even like anyone I can think of that I know would be associated with that.
We did test it, and it did return positive for methamphetamine. I didn't know. Somebody must have. So yeah, it is positive. Now, we're going to forward this on to our narcotics officers. You know, maybe you have a change of heart. Maybe you want to talk to them.
Me?
I'm just letting you know
Okay.
that they're going to get a copy of the report. You may want to talk to them. That might help your situation out. You know, if you do, you can ask any officer that you run in contact with. But at this point, you are going to be placed under arrest for possession of a controlled substance.
I'm literally on.
I understand.
I
You can disagree all you want. That's fine.
Meanwhile, the officers praised Long's son, who was still outside with his father, for his honesty and courage in the situation.
Good job, buddy. Proud of you. You did the right thing. Don't ever hesitate to call us if you feel like you're in trouble, okay?
All right, thank
All
you
right.
again.
Thanks for calling us, sir.
To avoid escalating the situation in front of the child, the officers allowed both the boy and his father to leave before escorting Long to the police vehicle.
Does Cuss feel okay?
That was right, Tony. I mean, I did not. This is not me, and like I literally.
I get it. It's a bad
I'm so
situation.
mad right now. I wanted to give you his name.
This car's mine. We're going to stand in front of those black bumpers. I'm just going to do a quick search. There's a camera videotaping everything, so that way it's all professional. Nothing in your pockets. Yep. I want you to put your pants on, so I'm pretty sure you're good to go.
Ultimately, Long was arrested and charged with trafficking and child abuse. She posted a $25,000 bond the same day. This troubling case serves as a stark reminder that while stranger danger is a real threat, the most harm can come from those we trust the most, even our own parents. If you found this video eye-opening, hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. These disturbing stories truly make you rethink everything. And if you think this was shocking, don't miss this next video where a cop faces the ultimate consequences for his corrupt actions.
Sir, that's a yes or no question. Am I being detained?
Yes, currently.
For suspicion of what crime?